Adalberto, you got it. Take it away, yeah?
Se llamaba Nora y era de Sonora.
Hi, this is Fanny Gurl with Tejano Nation, and I'm here in Tucson, Arizona with the one and only Adalberto Gallegos. So how you doing, Adalberto?
Fanny, I'm doing good. I'm glad to be here, man. I've been waiting to be interviewed by you for the longest time, and here we are.
Well, thank you so much. What an honor.
Thank you.
So,
Likewise.
Adalberto, I know you've been in the music industry for a very, very long time. So I've always been curious, how did you get started?
Well, you know, I got started by necessity because when I was about 8 years old, my father had gone to California to work, and we were going through Skid Row, you know, just roughing it. And Tucson, Arizona had a show back then called the Los Aficionados at the Plaza Theater, which is now Rialto's or something like that it's called, and it was the local talent show. And I was walking, I didn't even know where I was going, but I was 8 years old, and I'll never forget it because one of our neighbors, Mr. Duchesne, Lorenzo Duchesne, was driving down the street and asked me where I was going, and I was carrying my guitar, and I told him I'm going to the Los Aficionados, and there was a prize, and it was money, and so I thought, well, you know what, we could probably use it for groceries, so he was touched by it, and he said, "Vente, I'll take you, yo te voy a llevar." So I jumped in his car, we went to the Cine Plaza, and we won that night.
Nice.
Nice, yeah.
How much was it?
I don't know, it was something simple like $100 or something like that, but hey, $100 worth of groceries for a family of 10, you know, that's a nice bag.
That is awesome, and then it just went from there, right?
It went from there. I got to meet all the DJs, all the trios from back then. That thing just went, it evolved into another, snowballed into another thing. I joined a group, local group, a youth group, the very first mariachi youth group in the USA called Los Changuitos Feos. And I was practicing at home one day, and an Avon lady, her name was Mrs. Arbizu. She was selling Avon to my mother, and she asked her, "Who's singing in there?" And my mother said, "It's my son Adalberto." And she said, "Oh no, we gotta get him in the jungles. We gotta get him in the jungles." So I went and auditioned, and I got in the group. And that turned into such a wonderful brotherhood, because to this day, I have the greatest friendship with Mariachi Cobre. I owe it all to the Changos.
How old were you when this happened?
I was 12.
12 years old.
12 years old.
So I know you just recently performed at Fiesta de la Flor, the 2017 Fiesta de la Flor in Corpus Christi.
Oh, gosh.
How was that like?
Oh, you know, Fanny, that was one of the highlights of my singing career. I was invited by Abraham Quintanilla, Sr., Selena's dad, and we had over 60,000 people there.
Wow.
That was a hell of a night. It was awesome, and it's one of the legacies that Selena left for the Tejano industry, the Tejano music. She left a lot for us. She did a lot for us. Little Joe has done a lot for us. Little Joe is a great artist, a huge artist, and as a matter of fact, he's the one that put me on the stage first.
Really?
With his group. It was the USA band, who was half of the Sunliners and half of the Latin Breed. And that's the first group I sang with in Texas. I was 18 years old.
18.
And no, I'm gonna shut up.
It's
been a long time, but it's been a great time, and the Fiesta La Flor was certainly one of the more memorable performances, and I got to do that with another brotherhood that I've been so fortunate to have, and that's my family of the Latin Breed. And the Latin Breed, though I don't own the business now, they are my brothers. They are my brothers in Tejano, and you know, they're probably one of the toughest bands to ever come out of Texas, and I've been fortunate to be part of it. But now I've been kind of forced to do something else, and I figured, you know what, I've been able to do it here and there, and I'm going to do it right out of Tucson. So I've got a great group of guys right out of Tucson that I think are going to be turning heads.
Well, we can't wait to hear all about it. So I know you've been having some health issues lately. Can you tell us more about it?
Sure. You know, 3.5 years ago I was diagnosed with kidney failure, and I've been on dialysis since then. And man, it's something I just could never get used to. I will be going through a kidney transplant, and I'm really grateful to my son Adalberto Jr., who's been deemed a match for me. And oh my God, you know, it's like God works through us, and He's working through him and me. It's going to be a new chance at life, a second chance.
We're going to be praying for you. And once everything is over, what plans do you have?
Well, not only have I been fortunate to have great friendships in my humble career, but I have also been fortunate enough to have a solo career. And I recorded with CBS, with Sony Records. They took me to Mexico City to produce records in Mexico City. I have a mariachi record that was produced by Rafael Carrion and Adalberto Gallegos in Mexico City. You know, there's been some great experiences in my life. I've just been all over the place and fortunate enough to have that discography still under my belt. And I'm going to come out and have a whole new repertoire, but it's not just something that I haven't done. It's material that I have been recording for the past 20 years and never had the opportunity to perform it live. And there's been a lot of material on there that's timeless, I think. And we'll let the public be the judge of that. And so yeah, I'm really looking forward to this new chapter.
We can't wait. I can't wait.
All right, thank you.
Going back to Fiesta de la Flor, you met Selena. What's one memory that you can think of right now?
One of the memories that we have is, you know, when all of this was going down, I still remember we all thought it was an April Fool's prank, you know, like somebody was pulling an April Fool's joke with bad taste, because I had my own group and we were working that night in Yuma, Arizona with Ruben Ramos, and then Skeeter, Alberto Mesquitas, comes out and says, hey man, something's going on with Selena, you know, somebody shot her and this and that. And I'll never forget it, because when we got home after that gig, my kids were telling me, man, remember when she took the first bite out of my burrito at Market Square? She was a people person.
She was very humble.
Oh man, she was awesome. She was like one of us. And I would see her, hey Adalberto, you know, and she would just hugs. And I remember one thing, we were rehearsing for the Tejano Music Awards.
Right.
One night that it was Gary Hobbs, Selena, and myself. We got to sing together, and she walks over to Gary and puts her arms around him and says, man, Gary, you're so good looking, right? And then Gary's all blushing, and she goes, but the real singers get the women, and she hugs me. And I always got that over Gary, man. You know, she really thought that I could sing. My mother felt the same way. I met a lot of great people. Little Joe and I have a great friendship. Jimmy Edward and I are compadres. Jay Perez has always given me my props.
So, I know you've sang with many people, with many legends. What's one singer that you would love to share the stage with, that you haven't yet?
Well, there are many singers that I haven't shared the stage with, but I think that I would love to sing with Vicente Fernandez one day, Alejandro Fernandez, Luis Miguel, Marco Antonio Solís. I didn't get a chance to sing with Rocío Dúrcal. Laura Canales, she was also, you know, the first Reina de la Onda Tejana. Of course, Selena came and just really took it way through the roof, man. And there are many artists like that.
Well, I want to thank you for your time and for this awesome interview. Muchas gracias. We're going to be praying for you, and I know you're going to be good and you're going to come back stronger. And I can't wait to hear your new material. Is there anything you want to tell your fans?
I want to say hello to the mariachi world out there. Daryl and Ana Saucedo in California. All of Texas, of course, Texas. I'll be coming back here in September, con el favor de Dios.
Thank you once again. I am Fanny Gurl with the Hano Nation.
Un asesino, señores de ese jurado, hay que ser más objetivos.